Well, should we have like a little music lesson today?
Yeah.
And teach you a little bit about the banjo.
Okay.
Banjos, this is what they call a 5-string banjo.
Mm-hmm.
You notice it's got 4 strings down here, but up here it's got one more halfway up the neck.
Yeah.
Why do you think they have that? Never mind, I'll tell you.
I don't know.
It's because this is what they call a drone string. And a drone is a note that just goes on and on. It doesn't you don't change that note at all. You just keep it the same through the whole song. It just strings same note. And so there's other drone instruments in the world. One of them that you might have heard is a bagpipe.
Yeah, I've heard.
Okay. Well, bagpipe has a real unique sound because it has 2 drones. It has a drone that is the like, you know how a scale goes do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do? You've heard that, yeah. Okay, well, if you have the do note is the first note, re, mi, fa, sol is the 5th note. So if you were to sing those 2 notes, like one person sings do, yeah, and the other person, yeah, and you sing those 2 notes at the same time, yeah, 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 like that. Yeah, that's what a bagpipe is doing all the time. It's playing those 2 notes all the time. And then you just play a melody against it, you know. And it has that drone. That never changes. Okay, well, the 5-string banjo is kind of like that because it's got 1 drone, and usually you tune it to either the 1st note of the scale or the 5th note of the scale, just like you do for a bagpipe. But since there's only 1, you do one or the other. So it's got a real unique sound. This note keeps ringing. Okay, so. So you see how that works? Okay, so no matter what I'm going to play, I'll have that 1 note ringing through the whole thing. It's kind of pretty.
Are there any banjos without this part that are?
Yes, there are. There are 4-string banjos too. And there's 2 kinds of 4-string banjos. One of them has a longer neck, and the other one has a neck about this long. One of them is called a plectrum banjo, and the other one's called a tenor banjo. This is called a 5-string banjo. And this one usually used for folk music, you know, it works real nice for folk music. Oh, here's a, see, let's just do a little song here with this. We'll play some. So that's what we call one tuning of the banjo. This tuning is called G tuning, and it's real bright. It's a very kind of a pretty happy sounding tuning. But we can change it a little bit and give it a whole different character. So instead of it being sounding like that, this is like do, do, re, mi, fa, sol, do, mi, so, do. It's what they call a major chord. Okay, if we were to change one note on this take this note
Mm-hmm.
and move it up one.
It changes the way it sounds.
Gives it a whole different character just by changing that one note. So, oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, and she warbles and she flies, but she never hollers cuckoo till the 4th day of July. Well, I'm gonna build me a log cabin on the mountain so high, so that I can see Mary as she goes strolling by. Oh, Jack of Diamonds, Jack of Diamonds, I know you, oh, 'cause you rock my poor pockets of my silver and my gold. Try one other little song, a little bit of another song in the same tune. I was born and raised in East Virginia, and North Carolina I did roam, and there I met a fair young maiden. Her name and age I did not know. Well, if the ocean was whiskey and I was a duck, I'd dive down to the bottom and I'd never come up. Oh, my old hen's a good old hen. She lays eggs for the railroad man. Sometimes 8, sometimes 10. That's enough for the railroad man. Well, cluck old hen, cluck and squall. Ain't laid an egg since way last fall. Cluck old hen, cluck and squall. Ain't laid an egg since way last fall. So that's what they call a mountain modal tuning. Modal meaning it's a mode. You're singing a melody in a scale that's not just the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do scale. It's a little bit different, so it's called a mode. And it gives you a much different character.
I like it.
It's kind of pretty, isn't it? It's got a kind of, you can get some real, almost lonesome sounds with it, you know?
Yeah.